Welcome everybody to the first installment of the winemaker series here from Cork Wines and Whiskies. With us today is Pablo Herrera from Berta Family Wines, correct? And yes. Welcome, Pablo. Thank you for joining us. And I know you're busy. You've been doing the harvest and stuff, so thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Today, what we want to do is we want to talk a little bit about the Santa Berta winery. Just for our customers, our people that are watching this, where are you? Where in the world are you?
I'm in South America. I'm in the south of Chile, 400 kilometers from the south from Santiago, which is the capital of Chile. That means around near to Patagonia, in the beginning of Patagonia. In terms of appellation in Chile, this is the first valley of the south area in wines growing in Chile. So Chile is a very narrow country, so we are in the middle of the country in terms of the east-west coordinate, and we are, for example, 80 kilometers to the Pacific Ocean and 80 kilometers to the Andes Mountains. So we have all the condition in all the seasons. For example, now in the winter we have the best ski play in the mountains. In the summers we have a very nice coast in the Pacific, and right. Also we have all the meals. We have all the seafoods in the coast and all the Andes meals in Andes. So right, that is very funny, very funny to make this pair with the wines, with our wines.
So you have the winds coming from the ocean.
Exactly. In this area in Itata, it's very special because in Chile we have two mountains in the coast and in the interior of the Chile. The Andes mountain divide Chile to Argentina, and also in the coast we have another mountain, which is the coastal mountain. So in this area in Itata, this coastal mountain is the lowest part in Chile, the lowest altitude. So the oceanic influence is very high in Itata.
And just a backgrounder for the people that are watching this, I think I was there almost, I guess, about a year ago, right?
Yeah, maybe more, maybe 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
It was just at his
2020 was maybe a last year.
Right. Yeah. So just as COVID started, I was coming home. But it's a beautiful part of the world. And where is the winery located?
The winery is in. We always say that we are in the door of Itata. The door means in the beginning of Itata, in the north part of Itata. It's a winery very near to the highway, approximately 6 kilometers to the highway. So it's very easy to come here. And here we have all the vineyards. We have 85 hectares of vineyards with different varieties like Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, Riesling, Pinot Gris, Merlot, Pinot Noir. That's it.
Malbec.
Sorry, Malbec. Sorry.
Cinsault.
Cinsault and Moscatel, but we don't have Cinsault and Moscatel. We buy these grapes to around the valley.
Right.
The Cinsault and Moscatel are in Itata. This is very special also in Itata. Itata is the origin of the wine in Chile, for many reasons, but the main reason is because the only part that you don't need to put irrigation in the vines is in Itata. So the origin of the vines was here for this reason. But I don't know is this a good or a bad reason, but that was around, for example, in 1930 year, in the year 1930, 80% of the vines in Chile was here in Itata. But, with a lot of Moscatel and País variety.
País, yes.
País,
yes.
and also Senso. But these conditions remains for the last 70 years. And all the development of the viticulture in Chile was near to Santiago, which is Central Valley.
Right.
That is the reason, because I said I don't know it's good or bad. For me, it was very good because we have in this moment the same patrimonial vines in Chile, Moscato and Senso. So we have vines of 80 or 100 years of age, which is very nice for that.
Yes. That's really interesting. So you're the winemaker at Santa Berta.
Yep.
And tell us a little bit about your background.
My father and my mother are winemaker too, so that explains a lot. But they are a winemaker of Pisco. I don't know if you know Pisco in Chile.
Yes. Yeah.
Pisco is a spirits.
It's not as big in North America, at least in where we are in Ontario, but I think that Pisco sours are something that we know, so some people would know it.
Did you try someone here?
Of course.
Yeah. And do you remember?
Maybe.
I remember the first glass, you have to say. Yeah. Okay.
But yes, I think some people here know what Pisco is, and
it's a spirit from grapes. It's like cognac or brandy, not all the brandies, because Pisco is only from grapes.
Like grappa.
Like grappa, yeah. But this is Pisco is an appellation in Chile and grows only in two regions in Chile, in the north of Chile. So I came from the north of Chile, from a little city called La Serena, and I moved here almost 20 years ago to Itata. And I like that place. I like the valley. I like the wines. So I stay here. And now this is the only thing that my wife always said that I am the best winemaker that she knows, because she said that the only thing that I know to do is wine. I don't know if this is good or bad. But
well, I'd rather be getting my wine from a winemaker than a car mechanic. I can tell you that.
Okay. But yes, I've been making wines for almost all my life, with the Moscato, very near to Moscato, because the grape that you can make Pisco, according to the law, is Moscato also.
Right.
So now here in the south, we have a lot of Moscato. We can make Pisco, but I have a very challenge to make a good Moscato wine also.
Well, there's Moscato in the sparkling.
Right? Yeah, I have a Moscato in the sparkling with this is a very special blend, because it's 70% Senso and 30% Moscato. I love Moscato, but in this sparkling, I try to make more special the nose of this sparkling. So I don't want to put a lot of Moscato. I put more Senso, which is for me more special in the nose because you have more red fruit. But
right.
also in the mouth is very special, the Moscato, because in the mouth you can keep the body, you can keep a good structure of the sparkling. This
Right.
sparkling, for example, is very special because it's an extra brut, which means less than 6 grams of per liters of sugar.
Right.
But this
Cinso is very dry, correct?
yes, and so it's very dry. But Moscato, even when it's dry, you can feel a little bit of sugar sense, a little bit of sweetness.
Just at the end of the sparkling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So in this
wonderful.
sparkling, we have 2 grams of sugar, which is almost nothing.
Right.
But a lot of people say, but this is a little bit sweet. And I say, no sugar. But you can feel the Moscato in the mouth.
The Moscato, yeah, right. Excellent. So, in the winery, are you an organic winery? And that's a big word these days. Are you organic? What are your kind of philosophies about that?
If you say I am organic, you need a certification. We don't have the certification, but
right.
But we try to make the less application that we need in the vineyard. And in the winery, my winemaking model is a very natural winemaker. I don't use a lot of yeast. Sorry, I don't use a lot of sulfur also. I'm not very friend of these commercial products.
Right.
So I want to try to carry, I don't know how to say, to carry the grape to the bottle in the most natural conditions.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's great.
My philosophy. I don't have a certification to say that, but this is the way that I understand the winemaking process.
If you say it, I'm going to believe you.
Yes. and also, sorry, but according to my background, I've been working for 6 years in Argentina making Malbecs. So that's very important because here in Itata, Malbec is not a very famous variety, but I love Malbec wines. For me, the Malbec is a better wine than the Cabernet Sauvignon, for example, for 2 reasons. Because Malbec is more easy to drink wine, but if you want to put a little bit of complexity in the wines, the Malbecs can go with that very good.
Right.
In Cabernet Sauvignon, it's difficult to do that. In Cabernet Sauvignon is not an easy drink wine. You need at least 5 or 6 years to make the balance of the wine. Maybe in bottles or in tank, I don't know, but you need time to be ready with the Cabernet Sauvignon. So Malbec was one of my favorite red wines, and I tried to make a very special Malbec from the south of Chile, which is very special because most of the Malbec in Chile, we are not very famous in Malbec in Chile, but most of the Malbec in Chile is near to the Central Valley. So here in Itata for me is special because you can have a Malbec with a lot of fruit in the nose, and very nice freshness in the mouth. I don't want to say acidity because the people maybe is afraid of that. The wine is acid. No, it's not acidity. It's fresh. freshness.
Well, as you can see, my bottle's empty, so I agree with you.
Yeah.
But that's and that comes to the next question that I was going to ask. Up in Ontario, we're lucky to have your 2019 Malbec, the 2019 Chard Riesling, and the sparkling Cinsault as well.
Yeah.
And I think that people maybe want to know what's the difference between Itata Malbec and what we know very well here is the Argentinian Malbec.
Yeah. We have a lot of difference. I've been working in Argentina, in Patagonia also.
Yeah.
So this style of Malbecs are maybe similar to Itata, and very different from Central Valley in Chile and from Mendoza in Argentina.
Right.
So for me, in the south, we have three very special conditions for wines. The first is the natural acidity of the wines.
Right.
That makes that the wine will be more gastronomic. The wine is for eat. When you want to eat something, you need wine. And the sweet wines not help for the gastronomic terms. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But the first one is the natural acidity. The second one is that we don't have high alcohols. That is very, very nice in these years, because maybe 20 years ago, when you say my Malbec have 13 degrees of alcohol, a lot of people say, but this is not enough. In the red wines for for example, for California, or from Chile, from Central Valley, all the cups have around high than 14 degrees. And most of the people think that when more alcohol you have, more quality is the wine. And this is not true. And now the people search looking for wines with low alcohols, because they want to drink one glass of wine and then back to work, and they don't need 14 degrees or 15 degrees of alcohol. They need lower alcohols, like Europeans wine.
Right.
So in the south of Chile, we have natural condition for that. In our Malbec have 13.3 degrees of alcohol, I think. Our Chardonnay Riesling have 13.5 also, and the sparkling is around 12. So this in natural in the world wine industry, this is low alcohol, and you have very good quality with this alcohol.
So, well, that's interesting, and it's a good into my next question. Chard Riesling isn't something we see here a lot, and you've created your Chard with some Riesling in. What was the thought behind that?
Yeah. Many winemaker friends said, "Why Chardonnay and Riesling? This is very not common, strange."
Yeah.
But for me, my favorite white wines maybe is Riesling. I love the acidity of Riesling, and I think that the acidity of Riesling is more special than the other whites. For example, the Sauvignon Blanc or the Chardonnay. And in Chardonnay, I love Chardonnay, but I love the nose of Chardonnay, not the mouth of Chardonnay. I think that the mouth of Chardonnay is a little bit boring.
Okay.
So I try to use 60% Chardonnay. That means I love the nose of the Chardonnay, but the 40% of Riesling make more funny mouth. more fresh. I like the acidity of the Riesling. So this 40% make more funny wines, it makes more gastronomic wine with this blend.
Right, right. Interesting. So the Chard Riesling, get it cold on a summer day, a little bit more refreshing, but will pair well with food.
Yeah, for sure. For me, for example, I love seafood, and with seafood goes perfect. And in summer, very cool, very cool. And for example, now in winter, we are in autumn here, but in winter, I love this Chardonnay Riesling also with seafood, but not fresh seafood. It's like I don't know how to say that in English, but we have a special dish in Chile with it's like a soup of seafood, okay, with clams
Oh,
and
a soup, a soup.
yeah, a soup. Sorry, a soup with clams, but together with sausage. The
Ah,
sausage here is very special in Itata. So it's a very nice combination, and we make this blend and that with our Chardonnay Riesling in winter, not too cool, it goes very well.
oh, excellent. Well, I think that's amazing. Again, here in Ontario, we're lucky to have the Malbec, the 2019 Malbec and Chard Riesling, as well as the sparkling. And from what I can remember, from what you're saying, very low sugar in some of the wines.
Yeah,
And I think people are looking for that are looking for that
yeah.
now. Yeah,
If you want to,
interesting.
if you want a wine for pair with any dish, you need acidity. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's good. Interesting. Well, that's great. Pablo, that's fantastic. Thank you very much for joining
Okay.
us. I appreciate it. We're up here trying to sell your wines. Hopefully, we'll be out of lockup soon. And I would say to all of our customers to go visit Viña Santa Berta and Pablo. Tell them I told you to come, and you'll have a great time. So thank you very much.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Jason. Huh? Thank you,
My
all of you.
pleasure. My pleasure.